Hi. So could you state your name and who you're playing?
Yeah, my name is McNelis, and I am playing the March Hare in the show.
So March Hare, the Tea Party scene. Everyone knows it. The Disney versions, everything else. How do you go about making the part your own?
Well, I think it's important to first off consider while it's nice to like take bits of inspiration from the Disney one or whatnot, that it needs to be something original, especially in a show like this where it's nothing like the Disney film or the Johnny Depp film or anything. So I took kind of steps just to kind of like envision the real madness of it in terms of when you have a show that is so close to the audience. It's not in a huge theater room, it's like 5 feet in front of you, so that needs to show when you're actually acting. So I kind of just imagined that needing to be bold and kind of outright. And that also helped when we got the costume together for the character, which is just kind of this like long underwear, gray sort of like some dude in a asylum kind of outfit with bunny ears. So that helped a lot, and then kind of made the character feel more real in the sense that he's just kind of in his like Wonderland is his whole place, but he himself in his own mind of madness, if that makes sense.
Madness inside of madness inside
Yeah.
of madness.
Uh-huh.
So with that, you said this own unique version. What makes this production unique?
I think what really stands out in the show is just how we've taken our own version of Wonderland and the characters that are really well known, and kind of put our spin on it in a sense where it's not when you go into Wonderland and like you'll expect ABC. It's kind of, you'll expect one of those things, and the other two have been kind of contorted and twisted into something all on Rob's own kind of madness in his directing style, with the elements of music, of hip-hop that will be incorporated into the show, and the staging of everything going on with the racing, and Alice's kind of just going further and further down the rabbit hole. It's definitely showing in a way with the platform that we have of this like really direct, in-your-face kind of acting towards the audience.
So the story itself, it's 100+ years old. Why keep doing it? Why is it still relevant?
I think, well, first of all, I think it's important that stories like that stay relevant. When we go through years, decades of new stories to tell, and you kind of just, sometimes there's the potential for that to kind of get pushed aside and forgotten, and whenever someone brings up Alice in Wonderland, they only think of a certain piece of it, or maybe just a line from a movie that references it, and they don't really have the big picture. So I think it's important to do shows like this where it keeps it relevant, and I guess the reason why we are choosing this one in particular out of any other 100-year-old story is just because it is relatable in that sense, and people kind of have their own little idea of what Alice in Wonderland is about, whether it's something very minute that you can describe in a sentence or something that you could do in like a 5-page essay. But we all have some visual of it, so I think it becomes extremely relatable, and then when they come to see our version of the show, it becomes something totally new and fantastical. I don't know if that's even a word, but I think it's just really important to not forget stories like that, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.